WandaVision is getting scary close to its ending, and I'm starting to wonder for the first time, will it live up to the hype? BD here, and week after week, we've been raving about WandaVision. We get on Twitter, we drop videos, we talk about how great the episodes are. Some episodes we like better than others, but we like all of them at a minimum. So some have come with wild twists and crazy cliffhangers. All of them have made us furious when the credits roll. But with only 2 episodes left, I'm wondering for the first time, can this actually live up to the hype, or is it gonna be an entertaining 9-episode ad for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness?
So Earth has wizards now.
Throughout WandaVision, we have hyped ourselves up as an audience. I'm guilty of it. Monica Rambeau so much is mentioned in Aerospace Engineer, and I sent a tweet ending up at the top of a Twitter trend for keywords Reed and Richards.
A humble genius.
No one told us the Fantastic Four is coming into this, but we have found every little possible comic reference that could imply as much and run with it. Not to mention some wanting to see Daddy Magneto and other X-Men characters come to town, and we just don't know if any of that's going to happen. But it's not all on us, the audience. This show has been driving its own hype train when week after week the cast and crew are making huge promises and teases, likening a surprise cameo, which they say hasn't happened yet, to Luke Skywalker showing up in The Mandalorian. Paul Bettany doubled down on that in a later interview where he said there's still someone coming to the show that he's wanted to work with his entire life. So naturally, we all start thinking, Ian McKellen is bringing Magneto, Patrick Stewart is bringing Professor X, maybe it's Hugh Jackman showing up as Wolverine, or even Tobey Maguire swinging into frame as Spider-Man, right? That would be Luke Skywalker level, or the closest thing Marvel can do. Honestly, it's probably none of those, but we've all had super popular guesses because all of this hyping, and if it's anything less, we're all gonna feel a little bit let down, right? Probably. Not to mention Evan Peters joined the show as Pietro Maximoff, aka Quicksilver, and we know this movie leads straight into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. They knew full well that bringing in Evan Peters, the same actor who played Quicksilver in a different cinematic universe, the conversation was always going to be driven by the speculation of the X-Men movie world existing in a universe parallel to that of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But after a couple episodes with a Pietro character having the same live-action face as the X-Men universe's Quicksilver, it seems like it's nothing more than a nod and a wink with no real deep meaning to the multiverse. And if that doesn't change, even in the slightest little acknowledgement of there being one version of Pietro in the multiverse and another here in the MCU, that's gonna be kind of disappointing, right?
I suppose we are both disappointments.
We'll be left here to think it was nothing more than a hype-building idea which stemmed from Aaron Taylor Johnson not wanting to come back to the MCU, or I don't know. We can't fault WandaVision if Mephisto never shows up. I'm pretty sure nobody involved with the show has so much as even said his name unless they were asked by someone like me in an interview. The closest we came was a photo on the wall in a promo video where head writer Jack Schaefer talked about the show, and then on that same wall we saw Wonder Man on it too, and nobody's flipping out about him not showing up. So all of the Easter eggs, whether we're talking about the zillions of hexagons we keep seeing, or the references to Bova the Cow and the Grim Reaper in opening credits, and I mean even Mr. Scratch being a possible nod to Nicholas Scratch, a character from the comics, well, they might turn out to just be Easter eggs. If that happens, we'll see how everybody feels.
I don't understand what's happening.
WandaVision has definitely not let us down yet. The show has been nothing short of excellent overall. Even if the episodes tend to be a little bit short and the burn is a little bit slow, the performances are brilliant, the mystery has been exciting, and it might really shake up the MCU as we know it before it comes to an end. I'm just kind of getting ready to brace myself for impact as that end nears, because I remember the end of Lost. It didn't explicitly answer every single question after spending its entire run building up mysteries. We know how that went. No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 That said, Lost is my favorite show of all time, so I guess we'll see what happens. Do you think WandaVision is going to offer up a satisfying conclusion? Will you be frustrated if it has a massive cliffhanger and ultimately serves as a massive lead-in for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness with all the meaningful events actually happening in the movie? Share your thoughts in the comment section or send them my way on Instagram at Brandon Davis BD, and tune into our Phase Zero podcast live on Twitch every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, and new episodes are available on all major podcast platforms, so when WandaVision does live up to the hype, we'll be the first ones talking about it. I'm BD, I'll see you there.